Yo, what's up guys, ButteryButters here, bringing to you another top list that I've been delaying for a while, but here it is, my top 10 least favorite Pokemon. Now I think it's important for you guys to know that these are my personal opinions, these are not the 10 worst stat-wise, design-wise, blah 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 blah, and your opinions may differ, and I hope they do, because, well, no person's top list should be the same as another one, so I'm just gonna get right into it with number 10. Number 10 is Rattata Raticate. The reason why I don't like these Pokemon is quite simple. They're rats. It's nice and simple. Yes, I get the concept, but they're rats. It's a lazy design, and honestly, I've never found them very useful. I mean, Endeavor, Rattata, Focus Sash, Quick Attack, OP, but, you know, that's about the only thing Rattata ever had going for it. Number 9 is Smeargle. Smeargle is just way too gimmicky for me to get into. Yes, it's got the best moveset of any Pokemon in any generation ever, short of Mew, but at the same time, its stats are so horrible that the only thing it's useful for is breeding in the field group, and that is the only thing it is useful for. Admittedly, it is useful for that, but that's about it. Number 8 is Tropius. Tropius is the true definition of failed potential right here. It's a flying tree, which is, in my opinion, not a very good design, that has its own food as like a mustache or a beard in bananas, which is also a bad design. But if they gave it a pre-evolution and an evolution, I feel like it could have been a very good Pokemon, maybe even becoming a sort of like Flygon-y, Dragonfly, Dragon Flying type, or Grass Dragon type. But no, they completely botched the opportunity there, and I'm really hoping Tropius either gets a pre-evolution and an evolution, or a Mega Evolution in the Hoenn remakes. Number 7 is Pidove. Pidove is the true derp of the bird Pokemon. Yes, it actually resembles a pigeon, and its evolution actually resembles a pheasant, but at the same time, when you look at Pidove, you just can't help but see, when it's walking down the street in the crowded Unova region, it's like, derp derp derp, food derp. That's pretty much the exact thing I get from looking at Pidove, and its Pokédex entry is actually supplied by saying it's so stupid that it sometimes occasionally forgets its trainer's orders, right after it's been given them. I can't remember which Pokédex it's from, and I ad-libbed that, so I don't remember the exact entry, but yeah, Pidove is an idiot. Number 6 is Patrat and Watchog. Coming back into the derp category here again from number 7 is number 6 Patrat. Just take one look at its eyes. It looks like it's on a freaking acid trip. And Watchog just looks like a bad mutation gone wrong. I mean, what was the point behind these Pokemon? Like, one's a kind of rat, and the other one's like a mix between Furret and something else. I mean, it just looks like Furret and some random wild beast had the interspecies Cha-Cha and banged out a Patrat. Like, seriously. Number 5, Paras and Parasect. Now, these are really the only use these guys have is Spore False Swipe for capturing Pokemon, and I made use of it in my Pokemon HeartGold LP in capturing Kyogre. It was actually incredibly useful. The problem I have with it is that its stats do not back up its potential. It's Bug Grass, which is a horrible type, which makes it die to anything that's even remotely close to an Ember. But the fact that it's got such a odd design makes it just the definition of failed potential, and honestly, if Parasect were to get another evolution where instead of the parasite taking over the body, the parasite then hosts new parasites that are like mini Parases, that would be okay. Also, it's kind of creepy because the Paras has fungi growing on its back, and its evolution, its fungi has taken over the Pokemon itself, basically. So, if the evolution were to have just be like a mushroom with Parases crawling all over it, I mean, come on, definition creepy right there. Number 4, the Hoppip line. The entire Hoppip line. Honestly, I've never liked these Pokemon. Hoppip and Skiploom have derp written all over them, and Jumpluff's only good thing is, well, being fast and being able to use acrobatics well. Its typing is horrible, leaving it completely vulnerable to anything remotely like Ice Shard, and in general, its moveset is just so piss poor, and in the beginning of its evolution, Hoppip literally has Splash and Synthesis. How are you gonna level him with that with anything short of Switch Training or an Experience Share? Just utter nope. At number 3, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Just why, Game Freak? The only reason Jigglypuff is even popular is because of its role in the anime where it drew on everyone's faces when it put them to sleep. Other than that, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, honestly, their only draw is having a good moveset, which is, you know, kind of typical of a normal type Pokemon of being able to learn a lot of different TMs. The only thing Wigglytuff has going for it is it's got good HP and, you know, good relatively decent special defense, and honestly, Blissey just does that way better, honestly, so Jigglypuff has no niche to fit into. At number 2, Bunnelby Diggersby. Oh my gosh, we are finally revisiting Derp from number 7 and number 6, because Bunnelby didn't really have Derp written on him. He just kind of looked like a bunny. He was like, yay, they finally made a bunny Pokemon. This is going to be so cute if it evolves into a bigger bunny with like maybe throwing eggs at its opponent. Finally get another Pokemon with Egg Bomb, and then Diggersby happened. And when I look at Diggersby with its hands folded onto its stomach and its buck tooth just sort of hanging out, I'm just like, you done fucked it up! Yes, I just went Angry Joe there. You done fucked it up! Bunnelby actually had potential to be a good design, and Diggersby just threw that right out the fucking window. Yes, Diggersby, speed and attack EV trained with huge power, is a bit of a threat when used competitively, but it's just so derpy that whenever I get this in a Wonder Trade, I just straight up release it. If I get a Bidoof in a Wonder Trade, I release it, but I don't mind because Bibarel is the perfect HM slave like ever. Waterfall, Surf, Rock Smash, Cut, Rock Climb, all that fun stuff. But just Diggersby, what can it learn? Like, in terms of HMs, it's not even a good HM slave, so yeah, no. The rage that I feel upon this is just no. And number 1, the number 1 most annoying Pokemon for me, my least favorite, the one I think deserves to burn in hell by far the most, Unknown. Unknown is utterly useless. The only thing Unknown was good for is, technically in the story of Pokemon Crystal, they, I guess, summoned Suicune, I guess, if you look at the opening cinematic, and in the 3rd movie where the Unknown go crazy and almost kill everyone, turn everything to crystal, yeah. But the thing is, that actually happened when I was a bit of a pussy and very young, and actually made me quite scared of Unknown. Until I caught one and tried using it. Utter worthlessness. The only thing it knows is hidden power, base power of 60. And that's it. If it learned like extrasensory and like cosmic power and lucky chant or anything extraterrestrial, even if it only had a moveset of 4 and had decent stats, I wouldn't be so pissed, but Unknown stats do not lend itself to do anything useful in battle, even if it did have a better moveset, and it doesn't get any egg moves. So Unknown literally has no use to anyone, and the whole gimmick of it having 28, one for each letter of the Greek alphabet, or rather Latin alphabet, just a complete waste of time, and there's no reason to ever collect all the Unknown. Not even in Pokemon HeartGold, Soul Silver, when they remade it and gave you better rewards for everything, there is no reason to ever have an Unknown except for Dex completion, and that is it. Yeah, you can tell it's pissing me off. And that's my top 10 least favorite Pokemon. I hope you enjoyed listening to me rage for the last 8 or so minutes. If you enjoyed the top list, please make sure to leave a like below. Let's try to reach for as many likes as we can. I don't do these often enough to set like goals, so, you know, make sure to leave a comment below. Let me know what your top 10 least favorite Pokemon are. And if you disagree with any of the ones, just leave me a nice, calm, collected comment below to let me know why you think I was wrong or why you think it deserves to be in a better spot on the list. For example, maybe you think Jigglypuff should have been number 1 instead of Unknown, so yeah. And, yeah, I hope you guys look forward to my next top 10 list. I'm probably going to wind up doing my top 10 favorite Pokemon of all time to sort of balance out the hatred. So instead of all the hatred you get from me doing my least favorite, you get all the love of me doing my top 10. Listening to all the Pokemon I want to make sweet love to. Wait, what? Nothing? Nothing happened. I said nothing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, guys, take care.